Wednesday, August 19th, '09. This woman, Kathleen Sebelius, is giving me the creeps. You know, the Health and Human Services Secretary, with her dulcet, somnambulant overtones and the sinister undertones in her language. She scares the shit out of me, man. This bitch is dangerous. She says today, first she says a few weeks ago that we are cultivating the virus as we speak. And then today she comes out and says that she hopes that employers will make sure to see to it that their employees, which are in the target population of get virus, get a shot for the swine flu / H1N1 virus. Target population. Cultivating the virus for a target population. I don't like the sound of that at all, man. And now, by the way, anybody know anybody at all with swine flu yet? Your kids are probably starting school this week, next week. You got the Hillsborough County Public Schools Superintendent. Hillsborough County is the county in Florida wherein lies the lovely city of Tampa, Florida. Tampa, Florida, ladies and gentlemen. Superintendent of the public schools there says that swine flu will be pervasive this fall. It will be pervasive. It will be everywhere. Now, seeing that it's really not anywhere right now, do you know anybody with swine flu? Her being the superintendent of the public schools, so she's in charge of all the kids in the schools, and apparently the disease is going to spread through the schools like there's no tomorrow. And I'm just wondering, what is the difference now, besides the fact that, okay, of course the obvious answer is that you have a bunch of kids all in one place, but what are your kids doing right now during their summer vacations? They're going to amusement parks, they're going to parties, they're going to movie theaters, they're going to rock concerts, they're going to camp, they're going to church, Bible school, they're going to, everywhere, large crowds assembled. So they're sharing, drinks with each other, like, they're sharing soda pops, drinking out of the same can, and, not even wiping the top because, that's true friends, eating they're sharing, taking bites out of the same burger. They're, of course they're experimenting with all of the, things that go with attraction to the opposite sex, which I'm not going to elaborate on that further because you know exactly what I'm talking about, and I don't want to sound like some kind of, textbook therapist / doctor, PhD or some crap with all the corny technical terms, and I would rather not use the cruder ones to describe our children and their actions. Being that the point is that they are exchanging enough germs with each other, all kids of all ages, and I haven't heard of any kids that got swine flu yet. Pardon me if I'm wrong. It's very, but yet, supposedly once school starts and gets into full swing, all of a sudden you're going to have this pervasive swine flu H1N1 everywhere. And I'm thinking, what is the difference between then and now? And the only thing I can think of is that the shot has not hit the streets yet, okay? The shot ain't been being injected into people yet. That's the only difference between then and now. That worries me. Oh yes, I also find it interesting that, to answer the question, who has swine flu, one local radio station around here, the talk show host, the Schnitt Show, Todd Schnitt that's his real name. He's, nobody in radio has a real name. Just like bikers, none of them have real names. They're all Easy and DJ and, Hellcat and Zombie. Even their women, like, what's her name? Critter. Yeah, bikers, old ladies, they got names like, Moon Baby. Lacey. Yeah. That's a real looker, that one. I find it interesting. Who does have swine flu is, he talks to Schnitt in an interview, a former Fox News correspondent. Now he's on the radio in Miami at WIOD, I believe, and I think his name is Evan Brown. And he called, and he supposedly has swine flu. He had it for a total of 1 day. Yeah. And the doctor said he'd be fine. The doctor didn't seem to mind seeing him at all. I think it's interesting that a media person who has to, of course, spread information about how deadly the swine flu can be, he talks on the phone, I'm out of work today, I have swine flu. He doesn't sound the least bit sick. I'm going back to work tomorrow. Doctor said, just stay out for a day. And then, also, who does have swine flu a week or two ago was 6 Senate pages. The page boys, the, page girls, pages, all them, the job everybody wants, to be a Senate page. Actually, I wouldn't mind being one. Then you find out what makes the gears spin around over in that damn joint. So if you need a page, senators, let me know. That's all I got to say for now.